Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Not more radio.
I'm so blessed to come before you. I am Dr. Lorenzo D. Smith, the host of the Dr. Lowe Show, the real relationship talk show with no filter. We have an awesome title that we're going to focus on tonight with many topics to bring it as subtitled, How to Improve Fairness in a Healthy Relationship. This is WVSW Radio, the number one internet station. We have listeners and watchers in 45 countries and on 6 continents. We have a chat line if you want to advocate your thoughts. And the number is 347-857-4192. Let me repeat that. 347-857-4192. Press 1. I'll make sure I get you on the line by identifying the last 4 digits of your cell. Ask for the location, and you can chat with Dr. Lorenzo D. Smith. And we talk about how to improve fairness in a healthy relationship. You can also go to the web link. That's www.blogtalkradio.com/WVSW Internet Talk Radio. You can check out our website, which is WVSW Radio, the Internet Station 23.wic.com. So truly thank you for your support by just simply joining us tonight. But you have opportunity to check out our on-demand episode by going to Blog Talk Radio. You can take Google and type in WVSW Radio, Blog Talk, and it'll populate that site with the voice of the Smith Way production. You can click on whatever episode you want to go and check out. Truly is a blessing to be here before you because this is Terrific Tuesday. We've been blessed to be able to come before you, really excited with our real relation talk show with no filters. You have an opportunity to check us out live. We have several devices and several sites that we're working on, recording and broadcasting live. We have Facebook.com, Big O Live, TikTok Live, and the handle to connect with one of those is Dr. L. D'Alberto Smith. That's DrLDEALBERTOSMITH. Instagram, we're partners with the Brothers of Fire Data Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. Zeta Phi Sigma chapter of Greenville, Alabama. Now handle is Z Squad Greenville. Click Z Squad Greenville 1981. And the YouTube channel where we want you to subscribe. We're going to open up the live chat. So once you subscribe, you're able to super chat with us And, it's just a great opportunity to be here before you. So you have a chance to be live on our YouTube channel and just kind of share some thoughts. As we move forward, I want to also share with you that YouTube handle is the Smithway Enterprises 5018. And also remind you our brand is WVSW Radio, the number one internet station of listeners and watchers in 45 countries and on 6 continents. You can also register for our WVSW Radio giveaways, and our giveaways include, which we'll be raffling next week. We're going to be raffling off for hotel stay. We pay for the hotel stay from 4 days, 3 nights, 6 days, 5 nights. We'll pay for each one of those nights. And you will take care of everything else, your travel and your food, whatever amenities you have, parking, you take care of the hotel. I will pay that fee through WVSW Radio, the number one internet station. You also have an opportunity to win because we raffle off these hotel stays. We raffle off our gift cards, gas vouchers, food vouchers, movie passes, along with car wash. Now, when we raffle off who, it'll be AMC. You get a chance to get that and take that and redeem that, and you can have a good time at the movie. We truly want to give back to you. So this is registering for WVSW Radio, and the books, and the love offerings that we give varies from $5 to $100. What I need for you to send your name, along with one of the means of transaction. We have 4 Cash App. If you have Cash App, put your name in your Cash App account. PayPal, do the same with that. Venmo, and Zelle to Lorenza D. Smith 15 at gmail.com. That's LORENZA D as in David SMITH 15 at gmail.com, as well as sow a seed of $1 with WVSW Radio station. Cash App, you can use Cash App. It's $ Lorenza D. Smith, or PayPal, Lorenza D. Smith 15 at gmail.com. Also, you have an opportunity to purchase a badge, a star, or a flower, or light. You have that chance to do that. We ask you to take advantage of that. We just ask for whatever support you can give. Sowing a seed of $1, so you can do that. We thank you so much in advance. You give away many prizes. In essence, you raffle off many prizes. So we're excited. It's the month of October, and it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We're going to give a shout out to what's going on through that organization, and also our prayers to those individuals who have encountered breast cancer and they're working hard to deal with it. I want you to let them know WVSW Radio, the internet station, we truly love you. We're here to support you, and we're praying for each and every one of you. See, when the power of prayer is when everybody come together and send it up. Send that prayer out for family members, friends, whoever it may be, co-workers. Send a prayer out for them, and we truly would thank you. We want to give a shout out to D9 Greek_wear. That is a Greek apparel company. You can go to Instagram and type in D9 Greek_wears. Also, we're going to give away to Doris. Thank you so much, Doris. That's Doris_S355. Thank you so much, Doris, for taking time to be here. We have Kitty joining us. We give a hi to Kitty. Thank you so much, George. Thank you, Mose Thomas. We have Mamadine. Thank you so much. Tahima. Thank you so much. Daniel D. Leon. Thank you so much. We also have several others that are joining. We'll give a shout out. Let's move it to another device and see where we got going on. Alicia, thank you so much for taking time. We also have Bora. Thank you so much for Johnny. Uh, look like Payat. Pat. I'm sorry, Pratt Yah. Thank you so much. Those individuals slowly join us on that channel. I can tell you all that network. Thank you so much. Our title again is How to Improve Fairness in a Healthy Relationship. I want you to kind of think about relationship fairness. First thing should come to your mind is whether you want a balance of power. You never want to be in a relationship where there's imbalance of power. So you need to make sure you know what relationship fairness means. And I want to say this. When you're considering a relationship, be intentional about being in that relationship. Even though society may say that you can just be in a casual relationship, and many partners you want to have, that may be fine in your mind, but you got to remember the body count that you're developing for yourself. You are a special person when you allow things to enter into your inner self. It has a tendency to clutter up your life. So let's not allow any and everybody into your life, because everybody don't need to be in your life. So you have to understand in a relationship, before you can step out on your faith, your plan that God has blessed you with, you have to understand relationship fairness. We're talking about the characteristics and traits of a healthy relationship. We've been doing it for the last 2 to 3 months. We're taking one each show and talking about it. So what does relationship fairness mean? See, relationship fairness means that both parties, again, a balance of power in a relationship, are getting getting a satisfying deal. The deal is satisfying you. It is creating that excitement in your inner self. It is not about an external thing. It's from your inner self. You get an opportunity where both partners is going through the process of exchanging roughly even. So you're talking about balance. If you're in a relationship, even now, and it's an imbalance of power, that relationship is not the best relationship for not the individual not choosing to be. It's amazing. I was speaking with my support staff, support person today in regards to counseling, and we was talking about how individuals come into the relationship realm and talk about 50-50. I don't know whether that's a partnership deal, but if you're going to be in a relationship and you want to be fair, you have to get 100%. Fairness applies to balance. So if you want your relationship to be successful, it requires you to understand the balance of give and take. See, that's the thing that most of us are not quite understanding. And that's just not saying you might not be but 10, 20, 30% of you. But you're not understanding. You have to give so you can receive. See what I'm saying? To give and take. See, where both partners contribute. That means they're giving 100%. I just believe in 100%. I don't believe in 50-50. Able to, when things are in conflict, compromise. See, you have to have a balance of scale of life and balance of power so you can compromise, because you can agree to disagree. See, fairness means we care about how each person feel, which is an emotion, and make agreements to help all of us feel emotion as good as possible. See, we don't want to bring about pain. See, when you don't understand fairness in a relationship, you don't quite understand that it requires you to care about how a person feels, which is their emotion. Then make agreement to help all of us feel as good as possible. See, once you consider this ideal that equality wasn't necessary for a healthy relationship, people get caught up in talking about equality. Equality, yes, we have laws, we have things in the book to make sure we have the equal opportunity. But nothing is guaranteed for you if you don't put the work in. We can start off together, and there's a possibility we won't fit together. Won't fit together. So that's why I fear the other term that's being used associated with equality is equity. It fears me because you're saying that we start off together, and if I work my butt off to get to a level and you still taking your joy, I have to take a step back so you can catch up. I don't think that's what was the intent. Equality in a relationship is being of equal. See, we have to understand being equal in that relationship don't mean that it's going to be equitable. See, sometimes we get caught up thinking that we want fairness in a relationship. We want the person that we with, our partner, our mate, our spouse, our significant other, to feel, which is an emotion, feel good about themselves and feel good about being around us. We also want our mate, partner, significant other, a spouse to truly agree to help all of us, of each one of us, to feel good as possible. That's an awesome feeling. As good as possible. So you have to put the work in. So when we're talking about relationship fairness, we're trying to focus on both partners in a relationship getting what they need. In essence, a satisfying deal that where you both are exchanging something roughly equal. So you want balance when you want fairness. Give a shout out to our first sponsor. So excited to have this young man and his team supporting what we're doing. This is Mr. Tony Stallworth, member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Zeta Phi Sigma chapter of Greenville, Alabama. And his business is L&T Stallworth Lawn Service, the manicure expert of South Central Alabama. To have a fairness in a relationship, it requires both partner putting in the hard work, both mate putting the hard work, both spouse putting the hard work in, both significant others putting the hard work in. That's what it's all about. That's what L&T Stallworth Lawn Service is talking about. Hard work. Can't accomplish the goal unless you put the work in. Because you can reap the benefits of the success when you put the work in. And I give a shout out to Mr. Tony Stallworth, Tony Anthony Stallworth. You can go to Facebook, type in Anthony Stallworth. It'll populate his information. Or give him a call at 334-300-7401. And you can talk with him about your lawn being manicured to the top of the line. He works with you and as a customer in South Central Alabama, the manicure expert of South Central Alabama. Our next topic in regards to how to improve fairness in a healthy relationship is how do you make a relationship fair? You remember earlier I said is where both partners in a relationship is getting a satisfying deal, where it's a roughly even exchange. It's all about balance of giving and taking. where both of you contribute 100%. And then if there's conflict, you're able to compromise. See, when you lay it out on the line, got a tendency to get more success out of it. Let me give a shout out to Elegant International Greek. My brother, thank you so much for joining us. And you can purchase your Greek apparel and other items of novelty from Elegant International Greek. You can just go to Instagram and type in Elegant International Greek. It'll populate the information. Also, D9 Greek _wear. Those two are with us today, and we're going to give them a shout out. We just asked them to kind of, make an effort. We're going to give them a shout out. We will put your advertisement here at every one of our shows. We can work something out. Thank you so much for being here. How to make a relationship fair. And I want you to think about how to make a relationship fair. There are some key components of a relationship fairness. And one of the key components of relationship fairness, again, is balance. A balance of, whenever you have an imbalance of power, you're not going to have a fair relationship, because one person will be put in more and the other one is taking out more. See, when you're talking about the component that's so important to relationship fairness is balance, it's truly about finding the sweet spot. The sweet spot is that balance your needs, your partner needs, and your relationship needs. You know, I didn't say wants. See, that's the confusion. A lot of people go in a relationship wanting more than they're willing to give, taking more than they're willing to give. See, in a relationship of balance, you go into thinking about balancing your needs, balancing your partner's need, and balancing your relationship needs. Those are three focus you should have when you talk about relationship fairness. See, relationship fairness requires that we ask for our individual needs. We ask for our individual needs. You have to do that. If you don't do, you're not going to get what you want, because people just can't read your mind. Sometimes people say, just watch me. Sometimes some people can send off signals that might not be what they really want. So what you need to do is make sure you ask the question, what is your individual needs? How can I meet your individual needs? Don't go and say, figure it out. It's just like finding the sweet spot. It says something about finding the sweet spot that balance your needs. See, trying to find that spot while just simply communicating with me, where is the sweet spot, by saying, this is what I need for me to be the best version of myself in this relationship. See, when we think about our individual needs and getting them met, we have to consider our relationship needs and our partner's needs. See, not just focusing on your needs. See, you got to understand that we want to truly meet your needs. We want to also meet the partner's needs. We also want to meet the relationship needs. So you're talking about an individual to pretty much the individual you're interested in, you're spending time with, and you're talking about being together to reach each other's needs. That's what relationship fairness refers to. And there's ways to make a relationship fair. First of all, you have to consider both partners' needs. See, make sure both people's needs are important. Yours should be more important than his, or he is more important to yours. See, make sure both partners, both people needs are important, not just one person. See, that's an imbalance of power. Encourage each other. Encourage each other's dreams and goals. Be curious Be curious about your partner's world. You want to know what's going on. Communicate expectations. We should be able to effectively communicate and openly and honestly say, what are my expectations? Are they realistic or unrealistic? So you communicate realistic expectations. Set boundaries to respect each other. That's communication expectation. Be impartial. Take an impartial assessment of what each of you give and take. So it's important to sit down and write down what you offer. And sit down and talk about and write down what you need. What I offer, what are my aspirations, what my strength, what are my weaknesses. Then over here, what do I need to make sure I'm wholesome? I know I have to put the work in. That should be the challenge, because you're going to be coming into a relationship understanding that relationship requires 100% of your time and your energy and your effort. If you're not willing to give the time, the energy, and effort which you control, you can't have a successful relationship. Your relationship's going to be one-sided. So we have to make sure we focus on giving our best, being our best version of ourselves. Don't ever get caught keeping score. Don't try to one-up someone, whether it's an argument or whether it's just something you're doing. See, couples, when you want to be a successful, healthy couple, shouldn't keep score. Don't you keep score. Argue before fairness. Argue before, about fairness. You don't need to keep score, you need to argue about fairness. Sometimes we spend our time fussing and arguing about how fair it is. And we got to realize the world don't owe us either one of us anything. The world don't owe us anything. So you have to make sure you put the work in. You want fairness. You want to not get caught up keeping scores. Be impartial. Set your expectation in the area of communication. Set your boundaries. Always respect your partner. If you're curious about something, be able to communicate and ask your partner, because you want to be a part of their world and they're part of your world. Give a shout out to our next sponsor, Lena Payton Well, Blue Impressions Publishing.
To share your inspiring story with the world, look no further than Blue Impressions Publishing, the premier publishing company that specializes in creating meaningful and impactful books and journals. Blue Impressions Publishing, literally owned by author Lena Payton Webb, offers comprehensive services to bring your vision to life. Their mission is to empower writers, mental health professionals, consultants, coaches, and spiritual leaders to make a positive impact through their publications. Not only do they publish your words, they give you the strategy to be a successful author and earn an additional source of income. So whether you're an aspiring author or a seasoned writer, Blue Impressions Publishing is the publishing company for you. Don't let your story go untold. Visit the website today, yourartisticexpressions.com. You can also call 833-951-2665 to learn more about their services and to get started on your publishing journey. Blue Impressions Publishing, where inspiring stories leave a lasting impression.
Give a shout out to Lena Payton Well, 2024 Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award recipient. Lena Payton Well, member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, and also the CEO of Blue Impression Publishing. The number to contact Lena is 833-951-2665. Or go to Facebook, type in Lena Payton Webb, and it'll populate the information, or go to her group, Blue Impressions Publishing, more information. As we move forward, we wanted to kind of look at how important is fairness in a relationship. I just want you to think about it. For you, how important is fairness in your relationship? That should bring to this thought process that fairness is very important in a relationship because it helps build trust. One of the cornerstones or pillars of a successful, healthy relationship. It builds an opportunity where you can have an open communication where you're able to cooperate with each other. It requires mutual respect. See, couples who feel emotion, their responsibility is fair are most likely to be satisfied. Remember, couples who feel that their relationship is fair will understand they will be satisfied with what's going on. They're going to be comfortable. They can let the guard down. Allow them to be vulnerable. When a couple feel the relationship is fair, they're less likely to cheat. People cheat for something they're missing at home. You have to find that out. Make it where they're getting, both of you are giving and getting what you need at home. So you don't have to search out somewhere else. It's important that you do that. See, in a relationship, the experience of fairness is what builds trust. Or perhaps confirm it if you start from a position of trust. So you got to start from a position of trust. That's one of the biggest challenges I see with a lot of people. They, first of all, they mistrust themselves. They can't trust themselves to go anywhere. They can't trust themselves when they go shopping. They can't spend their money because they're old. They can't trust themselves to go to casino. They can't trust themselves if they go to the bar. They can't trust themselves because they're gonna go way beyond themselves. So if you can't trust yourself, don't expect someone else to trust you. You want to be able to be in a position of trust. See, you can trust that the other person will not act against your interests. See, fairness in your relationship is important because you got to be able to trust your partner, your mate, your significant other, your spouse, and just know they will not act against your interests. They are the one that should have your back. If they don't have your back, then you're not in a good situation anyway. As well as the longer you know them, see, this is trust allows you, when you trust somebody, you can spend time, longevity, learning them, and see trust consistently. See, one of the co-hosts, as well as one of the guests that be on the show, which is Minister Denise Stepney out of the great state of California, Berkeley, always talk about, when we talk about C's, we talk about a particular force. She always lists this one that's so important: consistency. See, trust come out of being consistently doing the right thing. Trust come out consistently when you truly trust yourself. If I can trust myself, I can trust someone else. Whether it's my partner, my mate, my significant other, or my spouse. See, you got to work a job with somebody. See, that's what the so-called the manufacturer assembly line do. It helps build trust because each one of those individuals on that assembly line has a job to do, has a role to complete. So you as a team member has to trust them. Take that same thought process to your relationship. I wonders a lot about people who work in manufacturing, work in the car industry, work on the assembly line, why they struggle in relationships. They struggle because they don't understand what they're building on their job that they can take home. That's trust. Trust is so important for you to be successful. See, a relationship built on fairness engenders trust, brings in trust. You see trust. You know what trust means. You know what it does. And in commitment, see, this is what relationship built on trust do. Bring about a commitment to act from that trust. See, if you begin to trust people, you can act on it. You're willing to do whatever it takes so you can be successful. It's all about having the trust in those individuals. TriStat LLC, another one of our sponsors, Mr. William Scott. We're going to play his advertisement.
TriStat LLC. Enjoy your business. We provide specialized business and management consulting services. TriStat LLC meets your consulting needs in the engineering, accounting, research, and management service sector. Contact Mr. William Scott at 334-528-0282.
That's TriStat LLC, the consulting firm that meets your consulting needs. Mr. William Scott, he can help administrate the grants you've been awarded, help you put an awesome presentation and present to the grantors. You can give him a call at 334-320-5438. Or go to Facebook, type in William Scott, and it'll populate his information. DM Mr. Scott and say, I want to know about TriStat LLC. How can you work with me and my agency to have a successful administration, a successful presentation of the grant to the end of the year presentation to the grantors, and you as awardee, you can do that and be comfortable with it because the research is behind it. That's TriStat LLC. I want to give a shout out to several people joining us. We have Bella, this is Bella. Thank you for joining us. We have Lauren Kelly. We have Bear by Bamba. Alicia, thank you so much. Jay, Brown Sugar by KB. There's, Teresa Phillips, 02. Thank you, Teresa, for joining us. Lady Lay, 169. We're going to say hi to Janetta Eason. Thank you so much. We have Shelly Wellpoo. Thank you so much. Trinae Smith. Angel joined us. We have a user. Thank you. Queen dot Shataya 26. Willie Wood. Thank you so much, Mr. Wood. Thank you so much. Ernest Bell. 6. Another user, Orlando Bell. We have Work in Wear International. Thank you so much. Valerie Young. Thank you for taking time. As we move forward, our next focus topic is what does fair relationship look like? See, a fair relationship, fairness in a relationship, is where both people needs are important. Both people needs are important. Not just one person. We have a balance of power. The relationship is a constant balance of meeting each other's needs, not their wants, their needs. See, one person shouldn't get all their needs met while sacrifice. When you're talking about fair relationship fairness look like, if your mate is getting all their needs met and you're not met, that's not getting met. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. See, when you're talking about relationship fairness and what it looked like, there's going to be times when the sacrifices will need to be one-sided. They're going to be sometimes. That's why we don't get caught in this 50-50. We call it 100-100. If you give 100-100, that's still a balance of power. What if something changed where you can't give 100? You might can give 30. So that means the rest can be picked up by your partner, your mate, your spouse, your significant other. Let's make sure we understand that very well. That's how a relationship look that has fairness. Our relationship is supposed to be fair. I asked you that question. I want you to think about it. Our relationship is supposed to be fair. We just talk about balance is required for a relationship to be successful. That means you have to give and take. So that's fair. Both of you are required to contribute and compromise. A relationship supposed to be fair. See, almost from birth, babies and then toddlers recognize the importance of treating others fairly. We all went through that, but sometimes and somehow we forgot it as we went through our adolescent stage and went to our young adulthood and going to our middle adulthood and to our later adulthood. We kind of forgot. It is still required because you learned it as a toddler. Balance is important. But couples shouldn't keep score or argue about the balance. Don't spend your time trying to keep score. When people show themselves to you, believe what you see. And don't be confused. Truly, that's what you're seeing. And the next thing that's so important is, can you explain the concept of fairness in a marriage? See, when we talk about a relationship, is it different because you're in a relationship and you're not in a marriage? Or you're in a marriage and not in a relationship? See, when we're talking about fair fighting in a relationship, that's fairness. Fighting in a marriage means resolving conflict. Fighting fair in a relationship means resolving conflict. Fighting fair on your job, your workplace, requires you to resolve conflict. Fighting fair in a marriage means resolving conflict, coming up with solution with your partner in a respectful, constructive way, focusing on the issues at hand, exercising your feelings honestly, and avoiding harmful behavior like name calling, shaming, insulting, blaming, trying to make people feel guilty, physical threats, and the need to be right. See, with the goal of reaching solution together rather than trying to win or score points in the argument, essentially, it's about disagreement without damaging the relationship. You have to be able to agree to disagree. Because once you damage the relationship, it's like humping off the wall. It's hard to put it back together again. It's hard. It's going to take time, but do you really feel like you have that time? You have to remember when you agree to disagree. And if you're going to have an argument, don't let it be, okay, I won this one up on you. Two up on you, one and one. That's not a successful relationship. Some key elements of fighting fair for married couples or in a relationship are to focus on present issues. Don't be talking about what happened 10 years ago in a relationship. Or talk about what will happen in 10 years in a head of a relationship. Focus on what exactly happened then. What's the issue? See, you can use things like I feel statement to express your own feelings. I always say I believe and I think. Feel is an emotion. I feel states to express your own feelings and perspectives without attacking your roommate, your partner, significant other, your spouse, your mate. What allows you also to do with your partner is to become an active listener. Listen to what they're saying. Avoid using derogatory language. Put down. Personal attacks. Take responsibility for your action. Accountability. Responsibility. Set boundaries and seek compromise. That is truly how you can address fighting fair in a marriage and relationship. As we move forward, we got one more sponsor we want to give a shout out, or two more sponsors we're going to shout out. You have Soap Gems by Jackson and Grace. We had a change in their number. We're going to make sure we make the adjustment, but we do want to pay Soap Gems by Jackson and Grace. It's Jennifer Jackson. I want to thank you for your support, and your family is a family-owned business. Thank you for the support.
The best soap and perfume center in South Central Alabama. Contact Soap Gym by Jackson and Grace. The owner is Ms. Jennifer Jackson. Contact 251-369-1344 on Facebook. Type in Jennifer Jackson or Charlie Angel. There's several items like bombshells, and summer lifetime, lovers, straight savage, manpower, promotion, and economy lavender season. So please check her out. Again, that number is 251-369-1344. So filled by Jackson and Grace.
Give Miss Jennifer Jackson a call with Soap Gems from Jackson and Grace. 251-369-1344. Also, there's adjusted number there to get directly to her. We'll make sure we get that. Go to Facebook, type in Jennifer with one N Jackson or Charlie Angel. You can populate the information. That's Soap Gems by Jackson and Grace, a family-owned business. Do a lot of pop-up stores. We're willing to move around and make sure you can get an opportunity to smell some of the best perfume and soap scents in South Central Alabama. So truly, Jackson and your team, thank you so much for supporting what we're doing. Next thing is, why is fighting fair important? We just talked about fighting fair in a marriage and what marriage couples go through. It's important, and there are several reasons why fighting fair is important. First of all, you don't cut deep into someone, and I'm just saying, when you say something to be insulting, shaming, trying to make them feel guilty because you need to be right. You don't sign language because it doesn't work when you're fighting fair. First, you want to preserve the relationship. See, when you're saying things that shame, insult, guilt, and need to be right, then you're trying to preserve the relationship. It's important that you take an opportunity to preserve the relationship, and you do this by communicating openly and respectfully. See, couples can work through agree to disagree without causing lasting damage to their bond. The relationship was a bond. The next thing, improves trust and intimacy. See, when partners feel safe to express their need and concern, it can strengthen their emotional connection. Promote healthy conflict resolution, meaning you got to be able to resolve conflict healthy. You can't sit around and be angry and have resentment. See, learn to fight fair equips couples with the tools to address issues effectively and move forward. You can address those issues with no problem. You won't get stuck on them. Make sure you understand what direction you want to take, because there are some tips to making sure you fight fair. And those tips is led by nonviolent communication, better known as NVC. See, it focuses on 4 different things when analyzing communication. The NVC, which is nonviolent communication. We focus on observation. You have to be an observer of what's going on. See, factual, concrete things that you observe happening. Factual. See, avoid accusations. Stick to concrete, factual statements. That's one. Observation. Number 2, feelings and emotion. Feelings is an emotion. Emotion could be grief, anger, laughter. See, when what yourself feel as a result of your observation, it allows you to avoid speculation about what the person you're talking to might feel. You have to communicate effectively. This also leads to the needs. See, relation fairness is built around needs, trust, communication. See, things that you need or want. So you need to know you have to know what you need in your relationship from your partner, and you need to know what you can give to your partner. See, when you're talking about knowing your needs and knowing what you want, that's one of the worst things that happen when someone asks you what you want out of this relationship, and you cannot tell them. Then you're not ready for the relationship. See, things you need or want, preferable divorce from any particular strategies on how to get those things. You got to have a strategy. How are you going to get what you need? How are you going to get what you want? What is the plan of action? You need to know what you need. What's your relationship need? What's your partner needs? What is your particular needs? Request clear and concrete things that you're asking the other person to do in order to help you fulfill your needs. Be open. Be open to the possibility that they might say no. See, that's one thing we have to keep in mind. They might say, nope, I can't do that. But that's fine. At least they let you know exactly how they stand. Being open to no allows you to identify what you need to identify to be successful. Being open to no allows you to grow and have a healthy relationship. See, when we're caught up in eyes, a request is not demanded. Be open to the possibility of no, and eyes, a request, not a demand. See, it's a request, not a demand. You got to be open to possibility. You have to understand that this is a request, not a demand. And I'm hoping you take my request and build and allow us to build together. What fairness is in a relationship. Let's give a shout out to our next sponsor, which will close us out. These are the brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. I'm excited that we have an opportunity to come before you. As I said, this is Breast Cancer Month, and I'm thinking it's Hispanic Month. I'm just thinking a multicultural month. But make sure if you have someone in your family, you support them in what they're going through in regards to breast cancer. Pray for them. Tell them you love them. Be there for them. It ain't all about you. Have empathy to help you be fair. Have compassion so you can understand relationship fairness. This is what you must do. Let me give a shout out to a couple of individuals joining us. I definitely want to do that. We have Ernest Belt. We have a user. We have Orlando. Thank you so much. We have Valerie Young, 56. We have Sheer, 31. Tachin, thank you. Mama is Mama Neat. Thank you so much. Shannon W. Kitty, thank you so much. Coop, thank you for taking time. Deal Don, thank you so much. You have Joy, thank you. We have Solomon, thank you for taking time. Go back up to the top. We have some people. We give a shout out to Lee. Thank you so much for being here. Muhammad, thank you for being here. We have Mr. Me. Thank you so much for taking time being here. Those are all the individuals. Give another shout out to D9 Greek _where. Go to Instagram, type in D9 Greek altogether _where, and that's your Greek apparel. Also, Elegant International Greek. Give a shout out to them. Check them out on Instagram. Find out what apparel they have available, what novelty hours, what t-shirts, whatever it is you may want to purchase from them. Thank you so much for being here. As we get ready to close out, I want to keep in mind really what relationship fairness is. It's all about understanding your needs and your partner needs and the relationship needs. That's the bottom line. Once you find out what the needs are, you have an opportunity to be satisfied with the relationship. You're getting a satisfying deal. And whatever exchange you have, the give and take is roughly even. We're talking about balancing. Balance of power. Where you both partners contribute and compromise. Fairness is all about each person's feelings, which is your emotion. It's about making agreements to help all of us feel as good as possible. That's the idea. It was awesome coming to you tonight. We'll be back on Thursday. The Love Cafe will be coming back hard on Thursday. And we're going to be talking pretty much about content. How content are you in your relationship? But also tomorrow, God has blessed me to meet another milestone. Milestone is tomorrow's my birthday. You guys have been so good to bring me to this point. But I'll look for as many likes and happy birthdays you can send up to me on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Big O Live, as well as I need for you to purchase a badge, be prepared to purchase a badge, and support on Thursday. That's when the next show is Thursday, which will be a 6 o'clock show, which is the Love Cafe, and we're going to have an awesome time. But you purchase a bag, get a flower, purchase a light, go to the super chat, Wish me happy birthday on that. Subscribe so you can communicate with. It's been good being here for you, and hopefully what we shared will meet your needs, where you understand how important fairness is in your relationship, in your life. You have to truly be ready to put yourself in the right place. Again, Thursday night, you have the Love Cafe, where that menu in the Love Cafe soothes your appetite. Check us out Thursday, 6 o'clock. We're going to make it do what it do. Also, again, if you want to wish me happy birthday even now, thank you so much. Send me a like up, send me a heart up. Thank you so much for being supportive of WVSW Radio, the #1 internet station. We're so glad to come before you, offer this interactive format, offer you an opportunity to share your goods and service. Truly, it's a blessing. God has been so good. So please take care of yourself. Be blessed. And as we get ready to close out, we'll give a shout out to the brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Zeta Phi Sigma chapter of Greenville, Alabama. We want you to sow a seed with WVSW Radio station at Cash App, $LORENZA, D as in David, SMITH, or PayPal at Lorenza D. Smith 15@gmail.com. Thank you to brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity. Awesome coming before you. Ask your question, how to ask yourself this question: how to improve fairness in your healthy relationship. Let's go make it do what it do. It was awesome coming before you. I want to let you know I'm so thankful because I love each and every one of you all from my heart. I truly love you. See, God has blessed us to be here, offer this format to you. So as we get ready to close out of here, no one rights to the music, but we want to play this. I want you to have a great night. Yeah. Be blessed. Be safe. Hashtag responsible. Hashtag keep on grinding. Hashtag make it do what it do. Hashtag communicate to me. Understand. We got this. Great rest of the night. We'll see you on Thursday. The Love Cafe. And I want to say to you all, I love you, and ain't a thing you can do about it. Have a great night.